I've been a predominantly Android non-Apple user for most of my life, but I feel like over time, Apple has lured me over to their ecosystem one by one. It was first with the AirPods Max, then the MacBook, and now it's the AirPods Pro. I still use an Android phone and I still love it, and the AirPods 2 makes me feel even worse for liking Android phones. Let's start with the case. The case feels extremely comfortable to hold and is way smaller than most cases. The tight and snappy hinge feels high quality. I've dropped it 5 times already and the case is completely fine. The case also has built-in speakers, so it can make noise for you to find them, but it also makes a cool sound effect when you charge it, which I love. Let's move on to design. I mean, we already know this iconic stems design from the AirPods. I much prefer this to other designs because it disperses the weight internal so then it doesn't stick outward. Something huge for me is that you can adjust the earbud without touching the touch controls. It's annoying when I pause a song trying to get a better fit on my earbuds. Speaking of touch controls, there's really not much to say about them, and it's just like any other TWS's. It's responsive and doesn't have a delay. It also still works while wearing gloves. Something that it has that most don't is that you can adjust the volume by just swiping up and down on the touch controls. Let's move on to the battery. The AirPods Pro is rated up to 7 hours of battery life and 30 hours with the case. The battery life is really good and can last you multiple days easily. The battery life is lower if you use ANC or transparency mode and is more like 4 to 5 hours. Moving on to the ANC. The ANC on these AirPods Pro is really good, but isn't the best in the market. It blocks static noise well, and using it to block constant noise is good when you need to focus. If you're looking for the best ANC, I wouldn't buy these, and just buy things from Bose or Sony that have better ANC. The ANC is not bad at all, but compared to other brands, it isn't the best. Something that did shock me was the transparency mode. When I first started using them, I thought my AirPods fell out of my ear and had to keep checking if they're even in my ear. The transparency mode sounds terrifyingly close to real life and amplifies voices so they're easy to have a conversation in. I find this to be the most important feature because I'm always paranoid when I cannot hear my surroundings. This is the only TWS where I feel comfortable wearing both in my ear while out in public. So let's talk about fit and comfort. Something that added to that feeling where the AirPods doesn't feel like they're in your ear wasn't just because of their good transparency mode, but also the fit and comfort. These AirPods feel light in your ear and are one of the most comfortable earbuds. This is due to the weight dispersion with the stem and also since it doesn't stick out a lot. The fit is also good on the AirPods and also stays in your ear with rigorous exercises. I also use them a lot watching YouTube on my bed, and these do pass the pillow laying test and feel comfortable even laying directly on them. Let me get this out of the way. I am not an audiophile where I review graphs. This is purely what my ears tell me. Just know the context that I've used good sounding audio equipment like I am. The sound quality you get out of these stock is one of the best you can get in the TWS market. Now that is only specific to this market. These stack up to $150 wired IMs, which is pretty good considering all the extra technologies you get. The bass is well done here with it being emphasized and impactful without bleeding into the mid-range. This isn't the most bass you can get out of the TWS, but the bass here is well done. The treble adds clarity to the mix and almost is on edge being fatiguing, but doesn't get too peaky and it's not offensive at all. The overall sound is quite neutral compared to true wireless earbuds and does everything well. There's nothing in the tuning that offends me while keeping the sound interesting. The AirPods Pro 2 will sound amazing to non-audiophiles because of its fun sound signature, while still sounding non-offensive to audiophiles. So at the end of the day, as an Android user, the AirPods Pro 2 is still a good buy. The main things that are the most important are still there. The stellar sound, ANC, and especially the transparency mode are what made me daily drive these. There are some annoying things like music not auto-pausing when I take off my AirPods, but you are literally next to touch controls when you take them out of your ear anyways. Some other things you lose is a pop-up for your AirPods battery life, but some apps can do this for Android. The only two things that could be a deal breaker are spatial audio and customization. Spatial audio may be important to some, but 99% of people could care less. Customization is the only problem if you do not have access at all to a person without an iPhone. If you can ask somebody or just have a MacBook and connect your AirPods, you can do all your customization for one time and be done with it. But outside of those two things, the AirPods feels like a full-fledged TWS for Android without drawbacks. So should you buy these? And my answer is yes. You should, even if you have an Android or Apple. These do not sound or have specific features that are the best, but are on the line to being the best for every category. What the AirPods Pro 2 gives you is an endgame TWS where you don't have to feel like you're getting compromised in any category. And I feel like they do this with most of their products. Now, this does come at a premium of $250, but guys, let's be honest here. Any high-end TWS are the same price as well. Not only that, but you can easily find these on sale or on the used refurbished market, which can bring them down to $100 without even being any different from new. I highly recommend getting used at a trusted seller because fakes are everywhere. Honestly, Apple is slightly bringing me closer to being an Apple fanboy with how well they make some of their products. I still don't like iOS, but maybe one day if they fix some things, I might find myself being an Apple fanboy, which kinda scares me. Alright guys, I'm done with glazing today. I'll see you guys later. Peace.